If you know Saint Therese, you know that she is well known for what she calls her little way, which is the essence of the good news of the gospel, but lived in a simple and childlike way. It was actually upon many private one on one discussions that Therese had with her novices that the term little souls came about. Celine tells us, in her private interviews with the novices, she was always returning to the virtue of humility. The foundation of her teaching on this subject was that we should not lose heart at the sight of our weakness, but rather glory in our infirmities. It is so sweet to feel our weakness and littleness, she often told us. She always placed herself in the class of the weak and imperfect, and wanted us to do the same. It was in this way that we began to use the expression little souls. Celine writes, I was complaining on a wash day of being more tired than the other nuns. Besides the ordinary work, I had several additional duties unknown to the rest. You should act like a valiant soldier, Therese said, never grumbling at hardships, but always looking at your wounds as mere scratches, the type of person who was always ready to bind up the minor cuts of others, considering them more serious than his own. After she had worked on me for a few moments, I was ready to agree that I felt my fatigue so much only because others did not realize how tired I was. Our lack of courage, as she said, often springs from a disappointment that nobody is pitying us. She continued, sometimes at the mere words, go and rest, sister, you are so worn out, the nun in question will immediately feel somewhat refreshed. To desire that others should know about our aches and pains places us in the class with les vigueurs. Therese had much to say on the subject, which might be summed up in this way. When you are pitied, be consoled. When you are neglected, rejoice. Reach out to the sufferings of others and convince yourself that they have the greater need than you to be pitied and consoled.